Hi, Pasolivo family. Welcome to another Instagram Live. We are with Jennifer today, which I'm very excited about. We are looking forward to having her hop on. She is going to have some really amazing goodies to cook with us today. She is from Bacon and Spice and All Things Nice, and she is focusing on gluten-free and really healthy, fresh cooking. So I'm super excited because that means that this is stuff that you can cook for yourself, for your family, and not feel guilty about. So we're going to have her hop on, and now then I'm going to ask her all the questions, all the things. Ah, there she is! Hello! Hey, funny story. I tried going live on my own personal account versus the Pasolivo account, so that's always exciting. It's 6 p.m. on a Friday, so there you go.
Well, for us, it's bedtime.
Oh, right. Oh my gosh, it's bedtime. And you have, I was going to say littles, but how old are your kiddos?
My son is almost 12.
Okay, so not so little. He wouldn't like that. He's obviously a grown man by now.
I think he's to play video games. I'm just going to give my phone to my husband, and he's going to pop it up.
Perfect. Jennifer, I'm all kinds of excited about the goodies that you're pulling together for us today because I saw the list and I see all the goods that I have in front of me to display, and oh man, you've got some good stuff. So
I can't see these. I just want to make sure you guys can see. Can you see this?
So if you lower down a little bit more, we'll see less window, but more goodies. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now we see you and all the yummies. So perfect.
My husband might more out. So I'm going
Go ahead, Jennifer. I don't want to interrupt you. You are the magic that's happening today, so I don't want to mess with your groove.
Okay, no worries. I'm going to start cooking the mushroom and asparagus bruschetta just so it's cooked. Once everything is prepped, I'll sort of plate everything together so that you guys can see the products I'm using. Do you want to bring the camera over?
So just to get some footing, you've got, sorry to interrupt, you've got an heirloom tomato, garlic, and basil bruschetta that you're going to be making, cooked mushrooms and asparagus bruschetta with truffle salt, and then I heard there might be a yummy addition too. So I'm super excited. Is that the lineup that we're looking at for tonight?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Just to make sure I've got my footing because I'm going to sit back and just drool right now.
I did want to eat it earlier. So this first, if my husband will like it. So I've just used California olive oil, and I'm just cooking down mushrooms. And I'm going to put in some asparagus. So I find if fruits that are really fresh, you don't need to add a lot of them. If you have good ingredients, you can just sort of let the ingredients actually shine through. So that's what I'm using. Yes. And then I'll be finishing it with
Truffle salt.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, maybe there's a lot of people freaking out right now because you're cooking with extra virgin olive oil. What? You're not supposed to do that. Ah! Oh my gosh. What do you have to say to that?
So I actually put some butter in here. So all my recipes that I'm cooking tonight are up and ready for you guys after. I think they're going to be up on your website. Yeah.
Yes.
So this has butter, but the olive oil that I'm using is more of a finishing oil. It's afterwards when I plate the bruschetta. So.
And I will say that all of our extra virgin olive oils, all of our olive oils have a smoke point of 425. So you can toss this guy in there and it would not be a problem at all, which is fantastic. And a lot of people kind of freak out about cooking with extra virgin olive oil. And I'm like, see, look at you, you're cooking with it. That's what you're supposed to do, guys.
Smells so good. So I'm just going to let this one cook while I get started on the next one. These are all from our farm. We have a little organic farm, and we have.
Oh, wow.
So I'll be using, if I can get this right. So I'm just going to do that over here. From hand can be a little bit more. So I like using Heirloom because it's a lot of seeds. Uh-oh. So it really doesn't matter how you because you don't want it to be you don't want it to be like or perfect squares. You want it to look rustic. And you can see over here the type of bread that I like is like an authentic sourdough.
I love that you're saying that it doesn't have to be perfectly cubed, because that gives a lot of us kind of not so great with a knife people a little bit of a reprieve, like, oh, see, I meant to have it like this, because it's rustic cut. It's not perfectly cute, because I watch those cooking shows and that's the first thing they do is yell at people for cutting wrong. That's the first thing I do is cut wrong.
It depends on what you're cooking, but with this, it doesn't matter. Like, if you look at this, you can see that there's some bigger pieces. It doesn't really matter. And the bread that you use, I purposely chose bread that was a little bit high so that when we pour the olive oil, it soaks into the bread.
Yum.
So good. I'm just gonna. So I just want to show everybody something. So this is frozen. This is. We grow it in our garden, but the time that I grew it was and I didn't want to use lemon at the time. But when you freeze it, you can keep it for over a year. And you just pull it. It comes. So this is what you do, or when you're busy. And it's in there. So it really depends. I'll take a recipe up. Now I won't give you guys exact measurements. It'll take away from So you don't want it overcooked. You want it so this there has a tiny little bit. So I'll let that one sit. So for the tomato, I'm going to use a Tuscan.
Tuscan.
So I always put on the actual tomato, and I like to finish with a really good sizzle. So I'm actually just going to let this sit for a minute in its juices.
Yum. I have a question. Is there any way that we could have your cameraman go back a little bit? I think it's picking up the sound of your cooking as well as your sound, so we're kind of cutting you off a little. And I know that we want to see your cooking, but we also actually want to hear what you have to say because that's golden. So we'll see if that works.
So I'm actually using the black truffle salt for the tomato stuff. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're still cutting in and out a little bit. It might be, you know, Wi-Fi. It might be all kinds of things. So we'll work on it. We'll see.
If we should switch to my husband's phone. No.
So you put the black lava sea salt on there? Is that what it was?
No. So what I'm doing with the salt right now is I'm going to crush it. The pieces of it are quite big. They're these beautiful crystals. Yeah, they come in quite large pieces, and you don't want to put into them. So what you want to do is you want to crush it over here.
So this is the black lava sea salt, guys.
Yeah, and I've put some in here just to crush it a little bit. Like this. We'll put some of that in there. There we go.
Okay, so you've crushed up that black lava sea salt. It does have big, beautiful crystals, which are useful sometimes for a big crunch, but also sometimes you want to thin it down. And I love that mortar and pestle concept, which, by the way, we do sell mortar and pestles at the store. Handy side note, just in case you need one.
I'm just going to see if these are ready. Okay. So the next one that I'm going to be doing, I'll just let you know what I put. So I'm doing a dessert bruschetta, and this one is made with whipped feta. So I took cheese and cream cheese, and I used the maple syrup, the
bourbon barrel aged maple syrup,
yep.
Guys. This is a newer addition. If you're not a club member, you probably didn't get the heads up about this. This is so delicious. And thank you for cooking with it, because honestly, the very least you should do with this is put it on a pancake. There's 10 million things to do with this that are it's because it's so good.
So I just used a food processor and whipped up feta, cream cheese, and then I used about a tablespoon of the maple syrup. And it is creamy, and it is sweet, and it has that hint of sugar. And on top of that, I'm going to do chopped strawberries, and then finish it with Tuscan balsamic.
Yes.
Yes.
So you heard that, right? Yeah.
So I'm going to toast the bread. So we can start doing this one.
Who would have thought feta, cream cheese, Tuscan balsamic, the maple syrup, strawberries, I mean, this all sounds, it's like, hey, list all your favorite foods and then put them together and it actually works. Like, yeah, so she's finishing it with the Tuscan balsamic, drizzling that over the chopped strawberries and that whipped feta that had the maple syrup in it. That's just all kinds of goodness.
And the flavors, I thought of it actually early this morning. I was and coached, and changed my mind because I really, really wanted to use the maple syrup. So I'm excited.
I know why you're excited, because you get to eat it. The rest of us are just drooling over here. It's not fair.
Yeah, we try to grow almost all of our food. Like, there's some things that we obviously can't grow depending on the here, but it's pretty incredible being able to just go out to the backyard, to our garden, and pick figs or pick blueberries or pick fresh heirloom, or even here, eggs. So it's pretty awesome.
So what drove you to start eating kind of whole food, healthy food, natural style?
our son developed an autoimmune disease in 2015. And one of his specialists told us just to try to get him to eat as much organic food and just live a low toxic lifestyle. And we just kind of wanted to have a go, like get some chickens. And so in order to do that, we had to leave the city. So we bought a couple of acres. We have 2.5 acres. And my husband does a lot of hunting and fishing, like spear fishing. So we get fresh fish from the ocean, and we get fresh venison.
Wow. And for those of us that are in California, she is not in California. She is in North Carolina. So that is where she's doing all of this growing and hunting and like living off the land. That sounds fantastic and gorgeous.
But we still don't live, I don't make my own wine. I wish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I like to go hunting for wine. So I'm very good at it. I can spot a bottle from like a mile away. I'm amazing.
Have a bottle. So we're almost ready. I'm just going to pick some fresh basil. So you can use any kind of basil you want. I have purple and I also have green. So I'm actually going to use a combination of both because I think it looks really good. The flavor is a little bit stronger in the purple basil, but it'll go beautifully with the heirloom tomatoes and with the Tuscan olive oil. So I just stack them and then just cut them into little ribbons like a little baby jar. Because you don't want to bruise them because it changes the flavor. You want all the oils from this to combine with all the oils from the olive oil. But and the garlic, when you rub it on the bread, it just kind of melts together and you get this beautiful juice. I'll just cut this quickly. I did cut a very big potato, so I'm going to need a little extra. Just a little flavor there. Oh, I wish I could give you the smells.
Oh, no fair. Oh, come on. She's torturing us, guys. And this is exactly why we're doing this now in the evening, so people will hopefully be smelling along with you. That sounded amazing. Because they'll be cooking along with you. That's the hope. And if nothing else, guys, this is going to be on our Instagram, so you can rewatch this. If you're falling in love with everything she's doing, which I know I am, and all the viewers are, that means that you can rewatch this. You can gather up all the goodies and do this yourself. These are a perfect setup for any party, any gathering. We've got summer coming to an end, still birthday season kind of, so definitely something you can put out with that famous freshly hunted wine and, you know, some goodies, but 3 different types of bruschetta with all different levels of flavor profile. It's perfection for a little starter for people when they come over. There are recipes on our website, so all of the recipes that you guys see today will be on pasolivo.com. So just hop on and you can type in the names or just type in bruschetta and it'll pull up all the recipes that we have for bruschetta, but it will pull up Jennifer's bruschetta, which is what you really want. Oh, buffering for a second, I think, and then hopefully she'll be back. Man, the internet, guys. It wasn't just a COVID issue. It's an everyday issue. But hopefully she'll be back. We'll see. If not, we'll touch base with her and have her kind of hop back on, turn off and hop back on. She did go fuzzy. Oh, and she's gone. Hey, here's a possibility. If she hops back on, there's a hope that her sound will be better. So let's see. There's a silver lining. It is Well, there's different bruschettas that she has. She had the heirloom tomato, garlic, and basil bruschetta, finished with the black lava salt and the olive oil. There's the cooked mushrooms and asparagus bruschetta with fresh thyme, Pasolivo Truffle Sea Salt. That was at the beginning, and the olive oil. And then we've got that whipped feta with strawberries. So it will, hopefully, it'll be on our website. You can type in any of those words, those keywords, and everything will pull up. So our website is kind of user-friendly that way. They'll be posted on Monday. See, look at that. You ask and you shall receive. Hopefully we'll touch base with her and see if she even knows. She may not even know that she's disappeared on us. She's probably still cooking. Oh my gosh. Hope she's not saying something amazing and magical that we need. So there are a lot of goodies she used today. She used the Tuscan extra virgin olive oil. She used the California extra virgin olive oil. These two taste different. If you've come and done a tasting in our tasting room, you know this, that each Evo tastes completely different. So she chose separate ones for different reasons. She also used the truffle salt, as we mentioned, this guy here, and she used our bourbon barrel aged maple syrup. So yes, you can put it on pancakes and waffles. You can also mix it in with feta and cream cheese. Who knew? I like to use this 1 part maple syrup, 1 part lemon juice, 2 parts rye for a play on an old fashioned. So if you've got this in your house, go ahead and make yourself a cocktail. It's time. If you don't, well, then what are you doing? Hop on the website and get it. But it's also great brushed on bacon before you oven bake some bacon. That's called pig candy. Look it up. It's a thing. You'll fall in love and then kind of hate me for it. Sorry. So she's used those. She used the Tuscan balsamic. I don't have enough hands, guys, for all this stuff. That was what she finished the strawberries with. Hey, she's back. Look at that. And then the black lava sea salt. Ta-doo! That's all the goodies that she has used today. There's a lot, but all good stuff. Hey, hi! Welcome back.
I don't know what happened. I think my cameraman might have bumped something.
Don't throw your cameraman under the bus. Come on. I hear he's also your roommate. You can't do that. That's not nice.
Oh. I was looking down and talking and looked up to a blank screen and went, oh.
I filled the quiet. I can talk to a blank screen, no problem.
So I think you probably missed it, but I rubbed this piece of bread with garlic, and then I just put the mushrooms and asparagus with the thyme on top.
And first of all, your sound is awesome now. Yay! Let's just start from the beginning. Just kidding. Just kidding. Rewind. No, that bread, is it toasted?
Yeah. So I toasted the bread, and when it's nice and crusty, it has like a hard layer on it. I just take a clove of garlic, I peel it, and I rub it on the bread, and it just melts.
That's crazy. Okay.
So with this bruschetta, you can finish it after we do the olive oil at the very end. You could put grated Parmesan. You could put some hot chili flakes if you want to spice it up a little bit. So I'm just going to do the tomato. So I've only rubbed garlic on 2 pieces. I didn't do it for the strawberry.
Smart.
Yes, I don't think that one would go really well. So this is a bit thick.
That's beautiful. Those heirloom tomatoes, the colors just make all the difference.
Yes. This one's looking a little bit naked, so I'm just going to chop it up a little bit. Oh my god, that looks so good. It smells really, really good.
Can we have the cameraman do a little shot of all of the foods that we've got so far?
Yeah.
Whoa. A little bit further towards the cameraman.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, cameraman. All these women telling you what to do, jeez.
So this one is toasted, and this is the whipped feta. I can hear you so much better. This is awesome.
So much better.
Yeah. So this is the feta cheese, the cream cheese, and the bourbon barrel aged maple syrup. And I just whipped it in a food processor, and it tastes amazing. I could just eat it with a spoon.
I don't know how you came up with that pairing, but it is genius. There's no cheese I like better than feta. Like, I could just eat it out of the container.
It just keeps going. Like, it never stops. So this is probably going to sound a little weird, but I'm actually going to put a bit of olive oil in the strawberries. And I'm going to use the Tuscan. So just a little drizzle, and then I'll put the balsamic in with it as well. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll do this better. But just a little.
And for our viewers too, once this gets on our Instagram, the chat will disappear, which is kind of covering some of the visual of the bread. So that'll disappear, and you'll be able to watch this without all the chats going on. So it'll be a little bit clearer. So as you rewatch it, you'll be able to see more, and the panning will make sense if that defines, if that explains it. So what have you got there?
Tuscan, the balsamic.
Yes.
And I'm gonna put a drizzle. Let's see.
So
if I have without.
I have a 7-year-old that I put our aged balsamic all over strawberries, and he killed it. He ate all of them and said he liked the sauce that was on the strawberries. And I'm like, you're fancy. Oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I create? But yeah, the combination of balsamic and strawberries is magical. If you haven't tried it, guys, definitely do.
Can you see it?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. Can we see that first one? Like all the way in the back. There we go. Wow, look at that. Oh, that looks so pretty. It looks like a flag or something. That's gorgeous. Look at that, guys. Yeah. Okay. I'm excited about all of that. That looks so fresh. So beautiful.
So this would actually be, if you had, say, a large baguette, you could cut it into portions, and you could do a platter, so you have sort of your dessert bruschetta, you have your heirloom tomato bruschetta, you have the mushroom, and you can even do one that maybe you had a little bit of prosciutto or bacon. Underneath bacon mushroom would go really well. So you can set it up as a massive charcuterie board, so people can just have sort of their appetizer, their main, and their dessert. So.
Yeah, and once you get rolling with this, I mean, slicing up the bread and just plopping stuff on, it ends up actually being pretty easy to get that going. So that's genius, because then you have everything sorted within three different flavors. So genius. What you got in there?
So this is the black lava sea salt.
Oh, right.
So I just... So the Tuscan olive oil is going to go on the bruschetta, and then we will finish it with the black lava sea salt.
And then we'll put a line up with all the stuff behind.
Let's see if I can.
I thought you were just going to say, and then we're going to eat it.
We will.
So what brought you into the love of cooking?
This is going to sound really bad, but the family that I grew up in is a very large family. There's 6 kids. And my father used to get really bad heartburn from things like garlic or onion. So my mom, when she would make meals, would make them to accommodate my dad. So as soon as I moved out, I was like, give me garlic. love it. And I always have these random ideas. I think I posted a recipe 2 weeks ago that was shared on your page, and I did dark chocolate dipped dates, and then I finished them with the truffle salt, or sorry, with the black lava salt.
Yes.
So good.
Oh man, that sounds amazing. That sweet, that crunch, the salty. Mm. Oh my gosh. So that's definitely something. If you guys did not catch that on our website or on our Instagram, check it out. Definitely start following Jennifer because she's obviously got amazing stuff going on. That's Bacon and Spice and All Things Nice. So you can follow her. You can see it on our, right there on our live too. So it's right there for you. But she's got all kinds of great ideas. But this isn't your background. I mean, you've traveled, so obviously the love of travel goes hand in hand with the love of cuisine. But I mean, your job has been corporate most of your life, right?
Well, so I worked in a library for 7 years. It is completely different to what I'm doing now. I did a lot of children's reading programs. I used to teach English. I worked in hospitality, and I did catering. I was a bartender. Rockies for a while.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of done a lot of different things, but I need to be doing food. So that's, if I could just create recipes for the rest of my life, then that's what I'll do.
I mean, you seem to be extremely good at it. The fact that between yesterday and today you created that strawberry situation that now everybody's drooling over, that's a gift right there.
So I did forget something. The strawberry, there's actually mint out in our garden that I was going to pick and put mint in it. So the recipe will include mint. I am not going to run outside right now and leave you guys. It's really dark out.
Yeah. Yeah, no injuries are necessary tonight. No. Well, we appreciate the addition and the idea of the addition. But yes.
So now I'm going to finish off the mushroom and the asparagus. And that one is getting the California olive oil. Yes.
There you go. Boop.
Yeah. So we're going to put a bit of this, and hopefully I don't spill it everywhere. There we go. And then this is so good. The truffle salt.
Truffle salt is, guys, once you taste this, you're going to be like, I'm putting this on everything on the planet.
The smell of it, like even with the bag being shut, as soon as I ordered it and got it, you could smell it through the package.
Yeah, your mouth literally waters. Yep.
So I'll just sprinkle a little bit. It does have a really strong flavor, which is good. You don't need to put a lot of it. And we're done. So I am going to put a little bit more of the balsamic on it, and there would be mint. So you could use mint, or you could use basil. That would go well with that. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh my god, this looks really good. I'm like drooling over my own food.
That does look good. We're drooling over it too.
Like,
oh, look it, guys. Oh my gosh, that all looks, the colors are so gorgeous. I think it's really honoring the natural, fresh way that you cook.
It smells really good.
Oh man, that is so cool.
Yeah, so I have a couple of other ideas that I will be sharing with some of your products. Obviously not today, but people, if they follow you, they will be able to see those recipes. So.
Okay, well, I mean, I feel like everybody's going to be hopping on, buying all this stuff, and following a lot of what you've just done. So this is going to get replayed and replayed. And guys, this is something that you can buy that bundle, shoot it over to a friend, buy it for yourself, and then rewatch it together and cook together and kind of play, you know, like how did yours turn out? What did you think? You know, and a lot of people are still not traveling because it's a pain. So you can do this. That's why we created this. So you can all cook together. So that's the whole point of this, and the future Instagram lives is so that you can do this by yourself in your home, or you can share this experience with somebody else, which is really cool.
I think it's the packaging. You guys said everything. Nothing looked great. It's beautiful. The presentation is phenomenal. If you sent a box to somebody as a gift, I would be very happy to receive that in the mail.
I've worked here for over 6 years, and if someone gives me something from here, I am ecstatic. I mean, it does not disappoint. We have worked very hard to make sure that quality is in everything, and that's including the packaging. So yes, whenever you get something, it's not just like, packing peanuts flying everywhere. It is gorgeous. It's this beautiful package that you open up and you're like, ooh, I just gifted myself. Huh. So yeah, definitely worth shipping it to yourself. Even if you live in Paso, don't come into the store, just ship it to yourself. Just kidding. But yeah, it's nice.
I do like how it's compote. The packaging. There's no waste in it. You can reuse the packaging, or you can compost it, so you're not getting all this plastic and things that you don't need.
That has been a thought process for all of we kind of redesigned a lot of our stuff. So when we can make it glass, we made it glass to be reusable, to be more earth friendly, where we can we continuously keep that in our minds, because we want to be sustainable as much as possible.
Yeah. My camera is getting a bit tired, I think.
Oh, well, yeah, you've done such a good job, cameraman. You watched the bruschetta. Like, poor guy. I just want some bruschetta. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Everybody, all the viewers loved it. And I'm positive this is going to be just forwarded on to everybody. And just, if you guys fell in love with this, put it on your story. Shoot it over to a friend. That's what this is here for, so that you can watch and enjoy.
And I think the rest of the I hope that, bruschetta.
Okay, so all the recipes will be on our website on Monday. So stand down, guys, for the weekend. Stand down. We will see it all up there on Monday. Rewatch this if you need to for the recipes. Until then, she can't help herself. Thank you so much for your time. You have been fantastic. Thank you, cameraman. You are relieved of duty. And I think we're all going to start following you and watching what you do. Of course, we're going to be featuring anything you do with our stuff. And it's such a good pairing, I feel like. So I'm a little jealous of your setup with your garden back there, but at least you get to share it with us virtually.
And if we do this again, it will definitely be easier.
I think you did perfect. So yeah, I couldn't get any easier.
It's a little different when you can't see your tiny little phone like across the other side of the room.
Yep. I get it. I've been there. I tried doing cooking too, and I'm like, well, I hope this is working out. Well, thank you. Have a fantastic night. Sleep well with full tummies. And I'm just going to kind of go over what we're going to be doing next time we hop on live, because we've made the bruschettas. And if you're going to have a party, you need cocktails, guys. So that is what is coming up Friday, August 6th at 6 p.m. This is our new time, 6 p.m. Scratch the 2. 2 o'clock is no longer. 6 p.m. is where it's at, because it's after happy hour, so you don't have to be guilty about it. Boom. I don't think anybody was guilty at 2 p.m. anyway, because it was COVID. So we're going to have cocktails with Luana from Eat, Drink, Work, Play. So she's going to be teaching us how to make a strawberry cocktail using Pasolivo's raspberry basil vinegar and sugar and spice blend. So yes, that is a vinegar and a seasoning in a cocktail. Mind blown. Look at him. The cameraman still killing it. We will see
it's
you.
Me.
Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Of course it is. You knew what you were doing. So we will see everybody on the 6th at 6 to have a cocktail together. Let's all drink together. Why not? Bye, guys. And thank you so much, Jennifer. It was a pleasure. Bye.
You too.
Enjoy the rest of your nights, guys.